Hey everybody, Dan here from WikiGameGuides.com, and no, this is not a gaming video. It has nothing to do with gaming, but I need a haircut, and so I'm going to review this, the Norelco Pro Headgroom, and I'm going to give myself a haircut. So first I'm going to start out with what I've been using. It's this wall hair cutter. I picked it up at Walmart, I think for about $20. Basically, so it's got all these hair length clips. And came with a clipper and scissors and stuff, but I never use the scissors, I just use the clipper. So that's what I was using before, and I wasn't unhappy with that product, but this one looks like it's going to be a little bit better. So this is what we got. Bought it on Amazon. You can see it's a much smaller package. So comes with a mirror. So ooh, it's a camera. And then here's the device, and that's, you can wash that off in water. Oh, and it's cordless. You charge the battery, so you can do it a little easier. My last one was a corded one, so here's the charger. And then, so the way this works is it's got this thing. It has a long comb and a short comb, and that attaches there. And then basically, instead of having a bunch of different lengths, you see it just gets longer and shorter. So that's from a barber clipper, that's a number 1 to a number 5 that it can change to. So that's pretty slick. And then it's got the shorter one, I guess if you want to do your beard or you want your hair really short. And then the one clip that I will not be reviewing is this one. It's for going bald, which I will not be doing. So, yeah, I'm going to charge this thing up and give myself my own first haircut. Alright, so here we go. I've moved to the kitchen so I can do this over linoleum, and makes cleanup a lot easier. So here we go. What I'm going to attempt to do, usually I get longer on the top, shorter on the sides, and kind of one cut in between the blend. So I'm going to try to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start out with a number 5 on top, which is the longest setting. And got my mirror over here, and we'll see how it goes. So far it feels good. The clipper is actually pretty soft. My last one had a pretty rigid clipper on there. And then also, I can turn this so it's like sideways, so I can do the back of my head easier. Oh yeah. Oh God. So, I just switched it to a number 2 by accident. Oh dear Lord. And I did it right on the top of my head. So, that means I'm doing a number 2 all the way around. That's not good. I'm gonna have to take off points for that, but it's kind of my own fault too. Well, that is the great thing about being a guy. Messing up your hair is not the end of the world. Okay. So, I would say that trying to do a multi-length haircut is a bad idea. With that, because it's so easy to switch the lengths. Yeah, besides that, it worked really well. I mean, that is a short haircut. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim my beard up to match, so I'm gonna go double check in the bathroom mirror, make sure I didn't miss any spots, and then I think I'm gonna try using it as a beard trimmer, see how that goes. So now I'm going to trim up my beard to match. So I've got this smaller head for that. Alright. Well, that went well. I like that. So, here's the haircut. Nice short beard. Super short hair. I still think I'm going to have John trim up the neck hairs. I don't think I trust myself with that. Alright, so now I've had a chance to shower, get all the loose hairs off, and it feels good. And so, my final thoughts on the product after one use are I'm happy with it. It's lightweight, washes off with water. I like that it's cordless. I like that there's not a whole lot of accessories. It worked well on my beard, worked great on my beard actually. Gave me a good haircut. I only needed help trimming up the back. I don't trust myself with that. But my main complaint was self-inflicted, I guess. The changing the direction of the clipper and changing the length of the clipper are both rotating. So I screwed that up. Gave myself a shorter haircut than I was anticipating, but it works out. It's all good. So I definitely recommend that if you're into cutting your own hair or even having someone cut it for you. Unless you're trying to do something more complicated, then you might want like more of a barber style trimmer. So this has been kind of a weird first product review since it has absolutely nothing to do with gaming, but I figure some of you guys who game might also have hair, and I'll be reviewing other products too that I get. It's a new thing we're going to try out, so I think my next thing I'm going to purchase is an Apple TV. So I'll be doing a review of that, and let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's just a fun little side thing for us. Obviously, it's not gaming, so please leave me constructive criticism in the comments. Thanks. Game on.